Hello everyone and welcome back to Yoga with Chelsie. My name is Chelsie and today we are going to move through a fun and progressional yoga flow. Please feel free to modify this as you wish and intensify it as you can. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and get started on our knees, sitting on top of our heels. Spine is long and the crown of the head is reaching towards the ceiling. We'll just start to do some shoulder rolls back and forth, maybe tilt the head one side or the other. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. And we'll move right into some cat-cow variations. Bring the hands down the knees and tuck the chin into the chest, rounding through the spine. And then bring the hands up the thighs, gaze goes up, inhale. And exhale, continue this motion. Bring the hands up, squeeze the elbows towards each other in the back, and then exhale, round through. All the way back to a neutral spine. Bring the hands to the top of the thighs and just take a moment to breathe. Keeping your shoulders dropped away from the ears, and relax the muscles of your face. And then we're going to come forward just so that we can tuck our toes underneath and spread them wide, stretching out the pads of our feet. You might even help your pinky toe kind of open up and stretch through this area of the foot a little bit deeper. Breathing through this feeling that you are experiencing. It might be a little bit uncomfortable. We're releasing this energy, all of this tension that's built up throughout the day. Take a deep breath. And then we will slowly flatten the feet and then come back to sit on your heels. Now feel free, if it feels good, to gently lift one knee at a time. You can go one at a time. If it's in your range, you can certainly lift both of your knees. Moving slowly and gently at first. And you can always hold and breathe. All right, let's come to table pose. Tuck your toes, extend the legs, and stretch out your calves. This should feel really nice. Take a breath, take a moment. Make sure your hips are nice and square and keep them low, as it helps to really extend through the Achilles, through your calf and hamstring. Start to sway your hips side to side, big circles around. Deepening this to your extent, whatever feels good to you. And then moving into some cat-cows. Press through the palms, exhale all the air out. Inhale, gaze up, lengthen through the belly. And then exhale, round through. Just a couple of times here. Keep pressing through the palms. Tucking that tailbone down as you breathe out. And then we'll come back up to our knees and extending our left leg long. Wanting to create a straight line from hip to heel, we'll inhale, reach the arms high, and then taking your left arm, reaching it for the extended leg, and take a big deep side body stretch. Your opposite hand is coming up and over, walking your left hand down towards your foot or ankle as much as you can. We'll come back up, wide arms, and then your right hand will come plant to the floor, reaching your opposite arm up and over. Pressing your hips forward, squeeze the glutes. Engaging through the core as we lift ourselves back up. Arms go high, and then we'll bring our left leg in to switch it over to the right leg. Extending it long, opening up your arms wide. Take your right hand to the extended leg, reaching your arm up and over. Keep your shoulders down away from the ears, pressing slightly into the top of your left foot. to keep balance. Opening up the arms wide, coming to neutral, and then let's come over to the left side. Plant your hand down and reach your arm up and over. Your belly button's drawing in, staying nice and firm. Back to center. Coming up, inhale the arms high, bring the knees together, and then exhale, hands to heart, and we'll drop into our table pose. Enjoying a few spinal rolls, tucking the tailbone down, moving forward, and then gaze up, coming back towards your heels. Doing this just a couple times, allowing your head and chin to tuck down as you move forward, and gaze lifts high up to the sky as you move back. Inhale, gaze up, and exhale, gaze down. Tucking the toes this time, let's press fully up into our first down dog. Keeping your knees bent here if it's necessary. Pedaling the feet back and forth, lifting those hips up towards the sky. Take a moment, find some stillness in your down dog. And then we'll roll from our down dog to plank and create some spinal rolls, a little bit bigger this time. So tucking that tailbone down, drawing that belly button up and over, chin tucks. And again, sweeping the gaze upward, bend the knees and send the hips back up towards the sky. Now you can do this bending your knees as you come back to lift the hips high, or you can even keep your legs extended, only moving from your spine. Exhaling the gaze down, inhaling the gaze up. One more time. And then coming to meet in a plank position, and then right back into your down dog. Take a breath. Take a moment to catch back up. Taking your left hand, pouring all the weight into your right, and we're going to take that left hand and reach it for your right leg. Wherever you can hold on to, maybe it's your knee or your thigh. If you can reach your ankle, great. We'll plant it back to the floor, and then we'll pour the weight into our left hand and take our right hand to our opposite leg, wherever you can reach. Maybe the gaze can go up over the armpit, and then back to down dog, planting both hands, and then we'll walk them back towards our feet, letting the upper body hang loose, free of tension. We'll take our ragdoll, bringing hands to opposite elbows, letting the top body sway side to side. Take a big deep inhale, exhale here. And then we'll walk it right back into our plank position, coming forward. Bend the knees, and we're going to prepare for a big step or hop to the front of the mat. Maybe you get ready and go back and forth a few times. Inhaling to halfway lift, and exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees and slowly come up to your standing position. Head comes up last. We'll inhale, the arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a moment. Grounding yourself through the feet, we'll inhale, reach the arms high, hands to heart, and then lifting your left knee up. Bringing it in, perhaps you hold onto it with the hands. And then we'll hold on to the knee with our right hand, or perhaps you can reach down to grab your left foot. Bringing your left arm forward and then slowly twisting to reach it towards the back of the room. Now, if you have a hold of your foot, you can try to extend the leg long. If you're holding onto your knee, you're right where you should be. Breathe easy. We'll come back to center, grabbing hold of your foot with your left hand, and then we'll bring the heel back towards the glute, sending your right hand high. Get your balance, and we'll slowly lean the top body forward, pressing the foot into the hand and coming into dancer's pose. Drop your shoulders. Maybe you bend through that knee a little bit. And then coming back to stand tall, inhale the arms high and exhale hands to heart. Wonderful job. Getting ready for your tree pose. Same leg. Your left leg is going to overlap your foot. Perhaps you rest your foot onto your calf or even above your knee onto your inner thigh. Your arms will reach high towards the sky, open them up like a tree, and then our left arm's going to come down to rest onto our knee and slowly reaching that opposite arm up and over, taking a slight bend. And then coming back, palms to heart center, and drop the feet. Inhale, reach the arms high. Palms together and exhale all the way down to your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming all the way to your standing position. Arms will circle sweep high. And hands to heart, lifting up your right leg this time. Holding on to your knee, perhaps either your knee or your foot. Taking your right arm, reaching it forward, and then twisting all the way right, reaching for the back of the room. If you have a hold of your foot, you can slowly try to extend your leg long. Otherwise, breathe right where you are. Slowly coming back to center, grabbing hold of your foot with your right hand and bringing heel to glute behind you. Raising your left arm up to the sky, and we'll slowly hinge forward, pressing the foot into the hand, reaching through the fingertips. Breathe. Inhale and exhale, slowly coming out. Awesome job. We'll drop the foot, raise the arms to the sky, and bring hands to heart center. Same thing, the right leg is going to come in for tree pose, finding the position where your foot wants to rest, reaching the right knee open, and the arms will reach high, opening them up like a tree, and sending the right hand down to rest onto your knee. Slowly reaching towards the right side, taking a gentle side body stretch. And then coming back up. Drop the foot, hands to heart center, and we'll circle sweep them high. Exhale all the way to your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step or jump to your plank position. And we'll come onto our tippy toes, leaning forward, shoulders come over the wrists, and perhaps you drop the knees first, or you can take your full chaturanga flow. Exhaling to meet in down dog. And then if not already, let's drop our knees and come into a frog pose. Opening up the knees wide, we're going to lower down onto your forearms if it's in your reach. You can have a block or some books underneath your arms, or you can even still press into your fingertips or palms. Trying to create a 90-degree angle with your knees. Relax your shoulders. Tuck that tailbone down if you can. Bring the belly button up and inward. And then coming out of this is never really fun, but what we'll do is slowly try to extend your left leg long, keeping your right knee bent in the same position. And perhaps you lay on top of your arms and enjoy this position here, or you can take it a little deeper as I'm going here and press into the palms, lifting your heart to the sky. Now, maybe you even want to bend into that back leg and really take a quad stretch as well. Slowly releasing back down to the floor, and then press all the way up into your full cobra. Your hips are pressing down towards the mat. And then coming back down, press into plank position and back into down dog. Wonderful. Take a breath. And then we'll meet back down to our knees, circle them side to side. And then we'll open back up into our frog position, as wide as it's comfortable. Don't push it. You may notice no changes, or you may be able to go down just a little bit further. Breathing through this tension here. Like I said, if you can tuck that tailbone down, awesome. Trying not to arch within the low back too much. Breathe. And then this time, our right leg will extend long, keeping your left knee open into your half frog now. Maybe you rest on top of your arms with your head, or you press into the palms, lifting the heart open to the sky. Perhaps you even bend the right leg, bringing heel towards the back of your head. Wherever you are, take one more breath, and then slowly release. Bringing both legs together like we did before. This time, open the arms wide, reach the elbows towards the sky, and then round yourself up into your Cobra Pose. And we'll do this a couple times, creating some spinal rolls. Inhale, gaze up, and exhale, come down. This time, bring the palms underneath the shoulders and press through all the way into your upward dog, lifting the thighs up off the ground. And then right into your down dog. Breathe. Getting ready to send our left leg right up and through in between the palms, trying to keep both of our legs extended and going right into our pyramid pose. The chest is falling over your left shin, and your hips are trying their best to be nice and square. Now perhaps you play around. You can lift one hand up to the sky and keep 3 points of foundation here. You can always play with one arm or the other. Or you can work on extending both arms towards the sky, as I'm demonstrating here. And then we're going to slowly bring the top body up, circle sweep all the way up with the arms. Keep your legs extended, and then we're going to open up wide arms and adjusting into our warrior two. So bend through the left leg, reaching through each of the fingertips, drop the shoulders. Holding strong, nice and stacked right over the hips. Flipping your palms, we're going to extend both legs as we lift the arms up towards the sky, bringing the palms together, and then coming all the way to our half squat on the other side of the mat. So our right leg is bent. Perhaps you open up the arms wide, or you're holding onto the floor maybe too. Bring palms back together, press through the right leg, and then coming open to your warrior two again. We'll do that one more time. Flip the palms, extend the legs, and drop onto your right side in your half squat. Press through, come back up, open the arms into your warrior two, and cartwheel your way down, planting the palms, and step into your three-legged dog. Bend through your left knee, and then dropping your feet to meet. Take a breath, and then we'll go to our right side. Bringing that right foot up in between the palms, coming into our pyramid pose. Same thing, you can play with lifting one hand up towards the sky or the other. You can also bring both arms up towards the sky, reaching them behind you, really creating a solid foundation into the mat or floor. We're going to raise our top body up towards the sky, and the arms are going to sweep up. Drop the shoulders right away from the ears, and then we're going to open up to our warrior two. Bending through the right knee, opening the arms, and reaching through the fingertips. Hold steady. You are so strong. We're going to flip the palms, extend both legs, pivot the foot slightly, and we'll drop into our half squat on our left side. You can again open up wide. And then we're going to press through, bring palms together, pressing through that left leg, arms go high and opening up back into your warrior two, bending through the right knee. And then one more time, inhale, palms up and into your half squat. And then right back up, you got this. Inhale and open to warrior two. Cartwheel your arms back down to frame the foot and step into your three-legged dog. Dropping both feet, breathe into your down dog. And then this time, similar to the last, when we took one hand off of the mat and twisted our down dog, we'll do the same thing, only we'll bend through our right knee and wrap our elbow underneath the leg into a binded and twisted down dog. Pulling that knee into the belly, and then let's switch sides. Plant both palms, and then your right hand will reach down underneath the knee, grabbing hold. Coming back, take your down dog. Inhale and exhale. We're going to go ahead and walk to the center of our mat, bending the knees, come to a seated position, and right into your seated butterfly. So bring those heels into the center body, reaching the arms forward. You can hold on to the feet. Your elbows can be inside the legs or outside of the legs. Taking a few breaths and enjoying this hip opener. A little bit of a different sensation from our frog. Slowly coming back up to a tall spine. Perhaps you circle the head. And then grabbing hold of your feet or your toes with your peace fingers, we're going to come onto a tailbone balance. So just lifting the heels up off of the floor, and maybe this is where you stay, finding some steadiness, finding some balance. As you see, of course, you can extend one leg. Maybe you do one leg or the other. You can play around, do both. Sometimes we fall backwards, sometimes we fall forwards, but have fun with this one. This is one of those poses where we almost have to forgive ourselves, give ourselves grace, move through it, and try again if we fall. It's not an easy one, so take it as you may. Perhaps you are in this advanced variation with me. Otherwise, you might still be down with your feet together, taking a nice balance, working on this core strength. So bring the feet together if you can, even if your knees are generously bent. Awesome. We'll slowly drop the legs, inhale the arms high, and exhale to fold forward. Now maybe you're up slightly, keeping your spine a little bit taller to keep your low back long. You can also bend through the knees, grabbing hold of your feet and hugging the belly into the thighs if you feel really tense through the hamstrings. Over time, working your way down to a full forward fold and just finding what variation works for you the best. We're going to take our left leg up and over our right for a gentle seated twist. Your arm will come to opposite knee and sitting tall through the spine, and allow a deep breath. Slowly coming back into your neutral position and just switching to the other side. Right leg will come up and over the left, and take your opposite arm to knee, twisting and breathing. Coming back to center, both legs extend. Inhale the arms high, and exhale, take one more forward fold. Breathe Slowly rounding yourself back up to a tall spine, and then we'll just bring the hips forward. Gently lay yourself down to your back and start to sway your knees side to side. Bring them up in for a legs up the wall position, and then right into happy baby. So bend the knees, grab hold of your feet, and let the knees reach down towards each side of you, towards the mat. You can stay still in your happy baby, which I do encourage at least a moment. You can rock side to side, extending one leg at a time, or even go into your wide open straddle. This time now we'll bring the heels towards each other and pressing them down into the center, kind of towards your belly button. Nice release, and then we'll let go of the feet. Send the hips over to the left side of your mat. We're going to wrap our left leg around the right. Find your breath, and then just gently let your knees fall over to the right side. A little bit of a reclined eagle position with a twist. Wonderful. We'll slowly come back to center. Adjust your hips this time over to the right side of the mat, sending your left leg up and over to wrap around, and then slowly letting your knees fall over to the left. Breathe. Take a big inhale, and then exhale. We'll slowly untwist the spine, coming to a neutral position. Slowly rocking the knees side to side. And then since we did so much external rotation of the hips, let's go ahead and do a little bit of an internal rotation. We're going to walk the feet about mat width distance apart, and then gently let your knees fall inward towards each other. Now this can be adjusted however you need to. Perhaps your feet are closer together, and you can always take this all the way down to the floor if it's in your range. But don't push it. Try to find a point where it's enjoyable. Staying connected to your breath and feeling this sensation through the hips. Slowly walk heel toes back to meet the feet together. Sway your hips side to side. Just a gentle rock. And this would be the moment that I invite you to pause the video, to take a longer and restorative Shavasana. Otherwise, you can go ahead and finish out this practice with me, rolling onto the side and gently lifting yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Thank you so much for joining me on your mats today. Take a moment to observe your practice without any judgment and track your points of progress. Let's go ahead and do our final breaths to end this class together. Inhale, circle sweep your arms high. Palms together and bring them to heart center. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Palms together, bring them to heart center, and give yourself a bow. Thanking yourself for showing up on your mat today. Namaste, my friends. Until next time.